good afternoon from somewhere over Australia, I'm not sure. Today I will be flying with Turkish Airlines on an Airbus A350 bound for Melbourne. Having woken up extremely late relative to my flight's departure time, I got out of my hotel room at light speed, checking out and ordering a taxi to the airport. If it wasn't already clear, I wasn't able to film an introduction in Singapore, so instead I decided to film it in the air, which is quite an interesting idea for me. Getting from Singapore to Changi Airport, the main airport serving the tiny island country, is fairly simple. You can either get a taxi, like I did, or public transport, which is performed by train or bus if you're feeling adventurous. The easiest way to get from the city centre to the Jewel is by the East Coast Highway, which gives avgeeks like me great views of the aircraft on the stands, and on the right day an excellent view of the aircraft departing and arriving. As stated in my introduction, today I will be flying with Turkish Airlines on board an Airbus A350 bound for Melbourne from here in Singapore. Turkish Airlines operates out of Terminal 1 here at Changi. There are many self-service check-in kiosks, or the more traditional counters, with additional self-service bag drops. As check-in for my flight was about to close, I was guided to a counter to be manually checked in. Once I was checked in by the amazing Changi ground staff, I was told to proceed through to duty-free and immigration immediately. Changi Airport is different from most airports as they no longer require passports. Only a facial scan is necessary, which is really strange and it felt almost unnatural. After passing through immigration, I swiftly made my way through to duty-free towards the lounge. At the start of 2023, I decided to buy a year's membership of Priority Pass, which I renewed in 2024. Here at Changi Terminal 1, Priority Pass members have access to 3 lounges: the SATS Premier, Plaza Premium, and today's choice, the Mahaba. Inside the lounge is fairly small, but it has a decent selection of seating options, including couches, desks, a more formal dining area, and workstations. Unfortunately, there are no proper window views of the apron, but that is understandable considering the size of Changi and the location of the lounge. The menu today is fairly extensive, featuring a selection of simple salads, congee soup, prepared noodles and mushrooms, beef teriyaki with veggies, and a similar looking Japanese curry, hard-boiled eggs, sausages that are falling out of their casing, waffles, berry compote, honey, a selection of pastries including croissants, different breads, cornflakes, a raisin blend, different milks, fresh fruit, a variety of soft drinks, a DIY tea and coffee station, and a selection of beers, wines and spirits. I opted for the completely healthy waffles and berry compote with some pastries. As I had very little time in the lounge, I was paged by the airport staff to make my way to the gate. One thing to note about Changi Airport is that it is absolutely massive. From the lounge to the gate, it took me a staggering 8 minutes, which includes half of it being sprinted. As I approached the gate, I started to see the tail of today's aircraft. Singapore Airport is quite unique as there is no large security checkpoint, rather several small ones at each gate. Boarding today commenced on time at gate Delta 46. Before stepping down the jet bridge, I got a head-on view of the aircraft that'll be flying me back to Australia, which today is an Airbus A350-900, registered as Tango Charlie Lima Golf Mike. She was built at Airbus's final assembly line in Toulouse, France in July 2023, making this aircraft less than 1 year old. Turkish Airlines A350s are in a two-class configuration, with 32 lie-flat business class seats in a 1-2-1 configuration, and 297 economy class seats in a 3-3-3 layout. Today I shall be seated in 10 kilo in the first section of the economy class. The economy class seat has 31 inches of pitch and 17.4 inches of width. There is a standard tray table that folds down and extends. In the seat pocket you'll find a safety card and air sickness bag only. Awaiting at every seat is a soft pillow and blanket, both with Turkish Airlines branding. Above are individual reading lights, air vents and a flight attendant call button. Soon we commenced our pushback from gate Delta 46 11 minutes early, and the safety briefing commenced.
Günaydın hanımefendiler, beyefendiler ve sevgili çocuklar. Star Airlines üyesi Türk Hava Yolları'nın Melbourne Uluslararası Havalimanı'na gerçekleşecek.
We taxied to runway 20 center via Papa 7, Papa 2 and Tango 2. Now please enjoy this unedited takeoff. After takeoff, we turned left and right over Batam, setting a southeasterly course for Australia. Flight time today is 6 hours and 27 minutes, covering a distance of 3,810 miles or 6,131 kilometers, cruising at 41,000 feet. Directly after takeoff, we flew over the Singapore Strait, which unsurprisingly is full of ships. During our climb, a lone cabin crew member, the one in particular being in a white suit, started handing out menus, which I was not expecting. On today's menu is a garden salad, grilled chicken breast or vegetable noodles, and lemon cheesecake. The menu is written in both English and Turkish. Upon reaching cruising altitude, the crew also started out something I also wasn't expecting: amenity kits. Inside, you'll find an eye mask, soft red socks, toothbrush and toothpaste, earplugs, green tea lip balm, and slippers? This already left a good taste in my mouth, and from here on out I had fairly high expectations. Turkish Airlines has complimentary Wi-Fi to all, with free messaging throughout the flight. However, internet access is restricted and must be paid for, which I opted to skip. Soon we passed over Pulau Rempang in northern Indonesia, which was quickly followed by the in-flight service. On the back of every economy seat is a massive HD entertainment touchscreen. There are many different languages to choose from, including understandably Turkish. There is a massive selection of films, with quite a few being Turkish, music, TV shows, live TV, games, and much more. There is also an in-flight map, which is powered by Airshow, which is honestly one of the best out there, having a wide variety of settings and adjustments to fine-tune your needs. I also learnt whilst exploring that there are cameras spread across the aircraft, specifically on the tail, belly and behind the nose wheel. Soon, the crew began the in-flight service. I asked for the chicken option, which was presented rather beautifully on a ceramic plate. Also with the chicken comes roasted potatoes, broccoli and carrots. There's also a warm bread roll and a selection of drinks. As a side dish that was listed on the menu was mahamara, which is a capsicum dip, similar to hummus, and is absolutely delicious with bread and butter. I also asked for the unique sour cherry juice, which was quite delicious, and it's something I'd highly recommend to you to try. Also something I wasn't expecting was actual metal cutlery. Around 3 hours after departure, we hit landfall again, which was Cape Ddowen near Port Hedland. And later we flew directly over Baker Lake, which is a fairly large salt lake in central Western Australia, but it's nothing in comparison to Lake Torrens. As the sun slowly began to dip lower and lower, the crew began the second and final in-flight service, which we had two options, smoked turkey or veg. I chose the vegetarian option, which was ratatouille and a cheese bun. I also paired this with another glass of cherry juice, and because the crew forgot about me and my seatmate's drink, she got us tea, which I couldn't really stomach as it wasn't very pleasant. On board Turkish Airlines A350s are 8 bathrooms, 2 for business and 6 for economy, located all across the aircraft. Inside is everything you'd typically expect to find. However, as this was a business class bathroom, there are a few extra amenities including moisturizer, perfume and deodorizer, all smelling absolutely amazing. There is also a baby changing station and fairly stuck drawers. As the sun disappeared below the horizon, we were treated to a beautiful sunset, which was behind the aircraft. Soon we commenced our descent into Melbourne. Due to the time of day outside, there wasn't really much to be seen. However, the sunset was quite magical and very pretty to watch. One interesting thing to point out during descent is that the giant display screens on the front of each section of the economy class cabins started displaying the tail cameras. And as we approached the runway from the north, they switched again to the nose wheel camera. Now please enjoy this unedited landing. After landing, we taxied back to the terminal via Golf, Alpha and Tango. We pulled into Gate 5 a staggering 43 minutes ahead of schedule. As I stepped off the aircraft, I was given an adequate amount of time to reflect on the whole experience before reaching customs. Turkish Airlines is one of the largest and oldest airlines in the world, featuring a staggering 272 destinations spread across the world, covering all of the inhabited continents. They are consistently branded as one of the best airlines in the world, but do they deserve that title? Well, in my opinion, I found Turkish to have an amazing hard product. The seats were very comfy and the entertainment was one of the best I've come across. The plane was very clean and well maintained, even though she was less than a year old. The food was excellent, excluding for the tea, which was very bitter and almost undrinkable. The crew is where the inconsistencies of Turkish began to show. The crew, despite being very friendly and very keen and excited about their job, lacked consistency. At times, they were very forgetful. I had to ask several times for milk for the tea or for an arrival card, but I kept getting almost ignored. I guess they were just busy. I eventually gave up and just returned the tea, completely full, back to the same crew member, to which she apologized for forgetting. Overall, Turkish Airlines is a great airline and one I'd highly recommend you try, especially if you're flying to Turkey. However, in my opinion, the crew needs to up their game. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to check out the other videos I have on my YouTube channel. And now, I also have a Discord server. Feel free to join, link at the top of the description. And don't forget to ring that notification bell if you enjoy my content. And if you want to see more, I post my videos every Friday at 8 PM Sydney time. And I hope to see you again in the next one. See you later!